Where?
Hello, everybody. It's Techstack here with Eagle and Fiery.
Hello,
Hi, everybody.
So I'm late. Sorry, but I made up for it. I added the crystals properly this time. They are
Ooh, the crystals are in?
growable, only plantable on bleak dirt, only plantable in the dark in the bleak dirt.
Ooh. I don't like that one.
it's okay. Just stay in your continuous miner and you won't die.
Oh, that might be feedback for a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
I noticed.
Oh, and let's do one more thing here. I also set it up to the other part of World Gen. They randomly spawn.
Yay!
Nice.
Let's just recreate that world, actually. So I can test it, because I was messing with how frequently they should spawn, and I don't know if the settings are right for it still. Because at first they were just like you couldn't take a stab without walking into them. Just too frequent, I thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a night vision so I can see in there. Okay. There we go. We're underground. Next to a bunch of lava.
I don't think I'm gonna like your dimension tech.
You wouldn't normally be underground unless you put the portal underground. It's just because I'm doing it as super flat.
I know.
You wouldn't be that far underground, let's put it that way.
Just picking at you.
You probably won't like it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, there's this crystal already, but it's just a lone crystal. And there's another one there. So, I mean, they're not super, super rare, but they're not as bad as they were before. And I don't know what the right balance is for this. So right now, there's it picks a random number between 0 and 100. If it's greater than 90, it has the ability to spawn in that chunk a crystal. So only like 10% of the time can it do it. Basically. It's random, so it might be more, sometimes it might be less.
Oh, those look nice as soon as you stop and let me look at one. Yeah, those don't look too bad.
So that's not it. So if I were to break that one, of course I'm in creative, so it didn't work right. So here's this one. Let me go in game mode 0. Break it, it gives me a crystal item. This bleak crystal can be planted, and it starts out small. And over time, it will grow bigger. So let me...
Tick speed.
Rule, yep. Random. 30,000. Take
All the tick speed.
Take. So
Yep.
It grows straight up first, and then it grows spikes out two sides, and then spikes out the other side. And that's how you know when it's finally done. So now if I break it, it can give you more than one. So I know this is like extreme growth rates, but yeah, they multiply pretty quick.
No, that's good.
So
and that is not extreme growth rates. That's only 2 for 1. Extreme would be like potatoes and have the opportunity of giving you up to like 3 or 4 at a time.
No, by extreme growth rate, I mean the tick speed is at 300 or 3,000, right? Instead of 3.
Oh.
So they're growing much faster out of the ground than they would normally. What was the other thing I was going to show? Oh, a torch. So they only grow in the dark, and that happens if you put them in the light.
Ha! Easy way to harvest.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about that. That's amazing. They're going to be fuel for the tier 2 machines, right, Fiery? Or somehow processed into the fuel, at least.
Yep.
So if you put this
As
down...
a matter of fact, you're going to need a machine now that's going to process them into the fuel. Now that I'm thinking.
Right, I know. Another machine.
Sorry.
It's okay. So I have to be that far away from a torch to plant these even. Because of the light from the torch.
Wow.
It has to be light level 0 for them to grow.
Nice.
So my thought process in doing this is, I have a mob that's afraid of the light. I have a crystal that only grows on bleak dirt and has to be in the dark. You have to go out there and deal with the mob to harvest them, right? Or to get to plant them at the very least. So I'm being evil. Sorry, but I think it's hilarious.
No, that's not being evil. They naturally grow in dark places. Why would they want to grow in a light area?
Right.
That's just being realistic.
And I gotta change the spawn rate of those guys.
Yeah. What, you don't want the Royal Air Force floating above you the whole time you're here?
Yeah, I mean, they probably should spawn in clumps of 1 and maybe reduce their overall spawn rate, because there's just a ton of them here. I don't know. Depends how I do their AI. Yeah, I think these things are done, which means as long as I'm happy with the amount that spawns in the world, which they're common, they're probably a little too common still. What do you guys think? It's like there's one over there.
But at the same time, you have it set at 3,000, and how fast would they actually grow?
No,
So,
he's talking
about the
spawn
world
rate.
generation.
Well, I got
talking
that, but
spawn
I'm
rate.
saying like turnarounds. You can actually have a decent amount that you can farm.
Gotcha. So I think tick rate speed is 3 normally. So let's put down, I don't know.
A
It's
horizontal drill on a trailer.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let me show you
I
guys
don't think
what
he
he's talking
asked
about.
me.
He's asking you. Or are you talking about me not asking you?
Yeah,
You weren't on in time last night, that's all. Let me open them up again. So last
Hurry.
night he sent me the... It's fine. It's just you weren't on when I was opening them up. 3, 4. Okay, so here's the screenshots or pictures he sent me. So that's one of them from above, I guess. One from the side. It's the horizontal drill idea, but it's on a trailer. I wasn't sure about the whole trailer concept because I thought this was something that you wanted to have underground, right?
yeah.
So you wouldn't be driving a semi truck down there to drop it off. Was my thought.
And I was talking about an actual machine that just, drilled 6 different holes. Like,
At the same time, or like it moved from those spots?
at the same time.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Like, I can actually show you a picture of the machine. Hold on.
Oh, you got a picture of it? Wait, we gotta see how fast these things grow. So they haven't even grown at all. But it's going to be one of those things where you're going to get to the point where you have 100 of them, and they'll be growing plenty fast then.
But that's the issue, is getting to that 100.
Mm-hmm. Any news on the new dozer? Hunter has made the model for it, but I haven't gotten around to adding it to the game yet because we've got to get... So, let me back up. We added the continuous miner as a highest level tier 1 because it can mine in this world. It'll be the only thing that starting out you can mine in this world with. And the ores in this world are what you need to make anything that's tier 2. So you'll need the tier 2 ores. That's why I'm trying to finish this dimension out, make it work right, make it generate correctly, get the ores in there. Next is I need to add the ingots for the ores and their smelting recipes and all that stuff so that you can actually take those ores and make the machines for tier 2.
Incoming.
Oh yeah, that's awesome looking, Fiery. Now obviously you think you'd want more than 3, right?
Right, I said 6.
Nope.
So all you'd have to do is just like add 3 more arms onto it or something.
If I can get this thing to cooperate.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Jeez.
Okay, so here it is. Here's what Fiery sent me. Hunter.
Yes, that's beautiful Blake stone there.
It's like a freaking octopus looking thing.
Exactly. And they all move independently, and they all can be drilling at the same time.
That can't be done by my mod. I'm not gonna deal with that.
No, I'm
pattern.
saying no. What yours would be basically is just yeah, exactly. It just goes straight in, drills the 6 holes in front of it wherever the arms happen to hit, and then you just move down to the next section. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, Hunter.
Let's see if I can get this out into paint here. No, apparently not.
I just had a thought on that. Could you have the 3 arms move up to the next height where you can just drill the next set of holes?
So the holes are going to be... Let me just do it in Minecraft. That's easier. Drilled stone. So Hunter and I kind of talked through this via email the other day. So we've got... A hole will be there. A hole would be there. A hole would be there.
I thought we wanted 2 in between.
Nope. That's why I did all my screenshot to him. Doing this, basically blast there, there. And of course, 2 over, so it'd be like that. And then it'd be 2 up. These are like the max it could blast, right? So sometimes it'll be more, sometimes it'll be a little less, because it's randomized a little bit. That's the approximate size it would make. So it's going to go down a little bit and up.
Which is a decent size area.
Yeah. And like I said, when I did a test explosion like this, I had it all stone, like that and that, and that block didn't blow up, and maybe like that block didn't blow up, something like that. You know, it's not a perfectly smooth one because it's, again, randomized how the explosions work.
You're blasting. It wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't expect it to be a symmetrical hole.
Yep. So, I can.
But he did say send them the picture. So.
I suppose. Hopefully this will come through okay. Okay, that should be on its way via email to you. I'm not sure if that'll work or not because it's on Discord. In case it doesn't, I'll actually send the image. There you go. So one way or another, you'll have it.
Sorry, Hunter.
But we could use that for the vertical down drill.
Make a trailer mount version of that.
Just have it where that entire system like goes up to 90 degrees to plunge.
We've got a vertical drill, but you're saying for one that has 6 holes?
Yeah.
And there's one more tier 2 vehicle I was kind of hoping for. This one's kind of a luxury thing, though. So if it gets thrown to the back burner, that's fine. But a tier 2 sub that has something like the continuous miner on the front of it, so that you can level off the bottom of the ocean. Because like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using the continuous miner to flatten the area that I'm going to be building in the ocean.
Okay.
But I mean, the whole having to get out of go in the
To
sub,
not suffocate.
get back out, get it back. Yeah, it's sure.
Well, on a side note, we could make an underground world where you have to mine in that sub.
True. That could be the tier 3 area.
Oh, like a water world?
Yes.
Oh,
I kind of was thinking about that, Tech. Instead of it being a miner's paradise, make it a water world that you would need to sub for. I know. Blast my ideas.
It's an interesting idea. If I were to do it, though, I would do it.
And I mean, like, fill the entire world with water. Like, all the way up to build height. That way, it is deep water.
Yes. So you need a sub to do it. That's what I was just thinking through, is if I were to do it, I would probably overdo it and put water at a high enough level that you basically have to have the sub because you never get to the bottom to even start building.
Like, I would even make it so that you have to make the portal to go there underwater and drive the sub through it because you're going to die if you don't.
Oh.
Because that ain't that hard, right?
No,
I mean, they already go through the portal.
Keep your ideas fire. I'm getting distracted, and I'm already, like, if you're under 10 blocks of this, like, the water pressure is so high, it just starts damaging you if you're not in the sub.
Under the water pressure.
So just hold your ideas, because I'm going off on another tangent here, and I need to finish this stuff, because if I can get the crystals working the way I want...
right now, Tech. I'm opening my notepad right now.
I'm thinking if we can get the crystals working, I can make a build for this, because then the world gen's stable. We're not going to change anything, or at least we don't think we're going to change anything. And we can put it up on the server with all the other changes, like the crash helmet and stuff like that. So, because I was holding off on putting on the server for all these, however many weeks it's been now since we released, because the moment we go there, we've generated the world, and we can't go back.
That world, yeah.
So so what I've done is I've set the Bleak Biomes crystal generator.
I mean, not that it really
to 95%.
We gotta kill 5 withers before we can even get there anyway.
Right. And that's why I'm thinking, I can get this thing ready to go, and then if I find a bug in the next week, it might take us a week or two to get there on the server.
Later, Hunter.
And
Hang on a second. Gotta go on to a side note of maybe another luxury equipment, like a lift that lifts the player out.
Oh yeah,
you can place blocks and destroy those.
I've thought about that before, but just like a work platform. But I couldn't think through like a good control system where it makes sense to build with it, because that's about the only thing I could think that it'd be used for, is to get up high and build from that place. But you wouldn't be able to walk around on it, so you'd have to drive it exactly where you want, which isn't the end of the world, but I would have to make you outside the bounding box so you're able to place things, because otherwise your right click is intercepted by the machine's bounding box and all that. So just not sure how the utility it would be. Like, I thought the same thing. It'd be cool. But would it be cool? Once I'm actually like put it in the game. So I'm changing the spawn rate of these things down to 5%, and I'm also gonna increase how much they give you. I'm gonna have it give you 5, or a max of 4. Sorry. So somewhere between. Wait, what? What's it doing? Yeah. Yeah, so it can give you up to 5 now. Before it could give you up to 3 rarely. So let me delete. Yeah, because these things still haven't even grown. It's like you'd have to wait forever for them to be full grown. They have to go through 6 layers of growth. Let me see the grow thing too. Maybe it's based on light level. I didn't realize it. Get growth chance.
I would say, considering they're used for fuel, it should take no more than like 5-6 minutes for them to fully grow. The crystals?
I mean, it'll be completely randomized though. It's just how all plants are in Minecraft. So I can't say be fully grown at this specific time.
No, but you can set its individual tick speed, right?
No. All I can do is a tick happens when a tick happens for that block, and then I can change like the percentage chance of it actually growing when that tick happens, because that's how plants are. Like they all just say,
"Oh, okay.
I actually upgrow this time, or I don't grow this time." I'm trying to see if it's based on light level though, because I think that might be what's going on. Oh, can stay on block. That's fine, because that's saying if it's 0. Okay, it's not based on light. Okay. Fair enough then. So I basically took my corn. Oh, I know one more thing. Crap. I'm gonna be super vicious with you guys. I'm sorry. Can sustain plant.
So what's the latest troll on it then?
Can place on block. Oh, that's just given a block though. I want to make sure it's in my dimension.
Oh. That's understandable.
Yeah.
And the main reason is if you made it so you had to put it in the dark in a dimension that had nasty mobs that only attacked in the dark and blah blah blah, I would just break the blocks and take them in the other dimension and plant it, and then right in the dark, no big deal.
Right.
Worst thing you don't have is creeper.
Yeah. World and dot get dimension. Okay, where's the dimension stuff? World.provider, okay. Equals the reference dot leak dimension ID. So it has to be in my dimension for it to stay on that block. Because like, so about putting on the server again, that will give me time then while we try and get all the nether stars and everything that's needed for me to work out some of the kinks in the whole stalkers, because it just won't matter. Even if we got there, it won't matter. Because they'll just pick up the new code the next time we restart the server. It's no big deal. Whereas the world gen, once you generate it, it's done. Okay, I actually didn't want to do it that way, did we? Gotta recreate this in creative. There we go. And go to that dimension again, fresh, to see how rare they spawn. While I'm doing this, my trying to get us back on track for doing this was not because I don't like the idea of the other dimensions things that we were talking about, because I do think that was a pretty good idea to make it a water world. It's unique. It was just trying to be focused is all.
Yeah, I understand.
So don't take offense to me saying, let's get back on track.
No, I don't take offense to that. You should know better.
Still, sometimes it's good to hear that your ideas are not getting pushed to the side. That's just not what is happening. It's just, I can't do everything.
This whole mod is full of ideas that have just sprang from my head, okay? I know. Think that.
So there's one.
We never decided on how much XP they should drop.
For the stalkers?
Yeah.
Or what?
You were talking about they should attack players if they have XP and if they don't and that.
Yep. I'm not sure how much XP they should drop still. We could be a troll and have them drop a ton of XP so that you basically are guaranteed to touch an XP orb, which makes the rest of them attack you. Or we could go the other way and just keep it light so that you can try and sneak your way through the dimension. So they're definitely rare. And also, one other thing. So I don't know how vanilla works for things like this, because I don't know if there's a lot of crops that generate with World Gen. But I've got it set up so that it randomly sets the growth stage too. So this one is like stage 5, and stage 6 is where you can actually harvest them and get more. Because there's only 2 little side crystals growing out of this. When this thing's fully grown, there'll be 2 coming out the other way too. So there'll be 1 in every direction. So that's kind of how you can tell if they're full grown. And like this one doesn't have any coming out, so it's a couple stages behind. And of course the height determines it too then from there. So this one's even shorter. So just because you found one doesn't mean you're going to get a bunch of crystals out of it. And actually breaking it, if it's not fully grown, would only give you the one that you're going to plant back in the ground anyway. So like, yes, I could take this one and then take the crystal seed for the next location, but that's about it, right? Like I can move it is all I could do.
Right.
I couldn't get more from it. Hey, Napping Gamer. Napping Gamer. Thank you for the subscription. So yeah, I think this is a decent rate for them. So I want this whole thing to be slow and methodical about going through it, because it feels like with something like the continuous miner, you could just blast through this dimension once you've got it, right? And be done with it right away. So I think having to grow the crystals and be here to grow the crystals should help the longevity of the gameplay for this dimension, I think. It gives you that challenge. And, you know, if they're not right by your spawn, these crystals, you have to go away from your light source to go find them. Somebody the other day said something about if this is the moon, and I kind of agree with them. It looks like a moon world. A little bit. Oh, let's do F3 in. And give myself night vision again first. Night. Is the dimension too dark, guys? What do you think? And here's why I ask. I always find myself wanting to use night vision.
seen far out a little bit. But at the same time, it's not that hard to get night vision potions.
Right. They're not hard to get, but it's... Is it something where, like, you're just not going to play unless you have it anyway, so... Should I lighten it up, the darkest spots? Because, like, I can do that without actually adding light to the world. Like, the overworld at night isn't pitch black. There's a little bit of light there for you. Because I have my video settings turned all the way bright. Good point, Blade. I'll be putting torches for safety. So let me go moody. Well, that changes the look of it too. Give myself some milk here. So we can get how dark it's actually going to be. Oh, dang. Well, I wouldn't be able to play this with the lights on in my office. I can say that. There's too much reflection on my screen. And seeing the stream itself, it's pitch black. But I always do bright because of streaming and YouTube videos and stuff. It makes it too dark if you don't. Barry, it sounds like you might have just got back. Or not.
I'm here.
Oh, you've been here? Okay. Yeah, I've been talking, that's why I asked. What do you think? Is it too dark?
No, I'm with Blade on this one. You're gonna be dropping torches to keep you alive anyway.
Okay.
And like Eagles, I think, said night vision potions are easy to come by.
Okay.
Like, if you can't come up with a night vision potion, even like the weak ones, I'd have to ask you, do you even Minecraft grow?
Right. I mean, that means a trip to the Nether to get a brewing stand. And the blaze powder, because I think you need blaze powder now to do potions. And you'd have to find carrots.
For the splash potion.
Yeah, but you don't have to do splash though. You could do the other ones.
Right. You don't have to do splash. I just prefer splash potions. Because, like, if you go with a team, you can use splash potions and everybody gets the effect then.
Okay, let me try one other thing as I'm thinking about it right now. Let me see. Render mob stalker.
Now, since your mob does like to stay to the skies, how impossible would it be to make a homing arrow? Either a homing arrow itself, or just an enchantment that makes the arrows fly directly to said enemy. Like, make it track the closest mob, hostile mob. And I'm gonna say that's eagle.
Yeah.
There we go. End up closing the wrong one out.
How hard? I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I don't know if, like, I would just have to change the entity type and then add an AI to the arrow, basically. Or what that would be. But I'm not sold that they'll be that hard to kill with an arrow.
Well, based on how much health they have.
Right, and that's something that's definitely open for changing. Because they have an extreme amount of health right now.
Right. See, I'm looking at you right now. You haven't even hit one, even on an accident yet. And you're just firing away into the sky. So.
But at the same time, they're not attacking me, right? So they had to come down to attack you, so they'll be in sword range then. I got an achievement for something. Shoot something with a bow and arrow. I hit something. I don't know what, because it was so far away. Yeah, they're pretty hard to hit because there's no rhyme or reason to their pattern. But
Right.
the thing is, I don't like how they're flying around all erratic right now anyway. So that's gonna change when I touch their
Why?
AI.
I think that's kind of cool.
I want
gives
them
them
to
a-
less
it
often pick a new spot to go to, if that makes sense. Like they will go in
Yeah,
that
but then
direction and
they're-
actually get there before they do anything else.
Yeah, but then they're gonna be like on rails. You know, like
No.
it's gonna look like a giant grid work in the sky.
I'm saying instead of picking a new spot every game tick, pick a new spot every 20 game ticks, so it's once a second to go towards.
Oh,
It's not going to
okay.
be... They'll just be less of the... and more to them, right? It is more intentional movement, I guess. So if we do this, bounding boxes... I guess maybe I did already fix it. Oh, see their arrows are just like going all over the place. They're just flickering everywhere because they can't make up their mind where they want to go. So that's what I was talking about. And maybe, you know, maybe we get some more of that randomized or smoother turning too. So they aren't such a, oh, I can just turn on a dime. I don't know. There's lots of tweaks to do to their AI still, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So let me try something. This dot entity entity dot lim entity, so entity living base ELB equals entity living base.
So since you missed it, Eagle, I popped a question about a heat-seeking bow. Or an enchantment. Or, I mean, an arrow. Or an enchantment for a bow. That's what I was talking to Tech about when you came back.
Okay. Because it felt like I did miss something kind of important.
Yeah. Yeah. My overflowing brain popped out another one. And like, I swear to God, that's how 90% of this mod came into fruition. Just we'd be sitting here talking, I'd spit something out and Tech be like, oh yeah, that has to happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what the difference between limb swing and limb swing amount is. But we'll do this. GL11 dot.
The amount I would probably say is how many times it happens.
Could be.
I'm just guessing, though.
I mean, looking at this code, it's adding to the limb swing amount and then adding the limb swing amount to limb swing. So, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to use the amount because I think that one's probably the better of the two. Oh, ELB.
I am gonna get back to clearing a mountain away. What the...
Well, it didn't do anything. Shift I. It's 0.99. Yeah, times 360. This is probably going to look hilarious in a second. Or it's going to do absolutely nothing and I'll be confused. 180?
Have you killed them and brought them back?
That shouldn't matter for this. Okay, so they're separated from their bodies.
Wait, what?
So not that axis. Maybe that one. Okay, that's probably that one. Houston, we have a problem. I suppose it's because it's not around their origin, the legs aren't. Because we're not translating these anywhere. Why is it... Whoa. That was kind of cool. And night vision. Freaking run off at the wrong time. Oh, now they're actually fluttering. It's not what I was going for, but... Okay, let's do this. Open call hierarchy. Do render. Some travel. Limb swing minus limb swing amount times 0.1 times divided by partial ticks plus 6 equals F1, and F1 gets used in an absolute modulus 13 minus 16 and a half, so that's centering it off of 16 or 6.5, I mean, and subtracting 3.25 from it and dividing it by 3.25 and putting that in F2, and that goes to rotate times 6.5. All the numbers that they're using these just don't make any sense when you go to read it, not knowing what the code was originally, especially when they do things like F1 and that as their variable names. I have no clue what that's about. What's rotate use? It's an angle. Okay. Set rotation angles on the model. Doing it. Do as I want you to do, not as I tell you to do. System model various rotation angles. For bipeds, part 1 and 2 are animating the movement of arms and legs. Where part 1 represents the time, so the arms and legs can swing back and forth, and part 2 represents how far the arm and legs can swing at most. I'll have to read up on that one, I guess. Make sure I understand that one better. So, we're not going to have them swing their arms yet, because it's more complicated than I thought it would be. Dang it. Where's my to-do list? What else did I need to do? Oh, I put it in Trello, that's why it's not there. I need to animate the other ores. I've got the crystals now, so we can mark that one off. I don't know what else there is. Is the color of the crystals good, guys?
I think so.
Reddish. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Get the trailers working properly. Yeah, well, that's not for the tier 2 stuff. It's still tier 1 stuff. Animate the other ores, so I can certainly do that. So the blue one animates itself. We can do that for the other ones and fix the blue one the rest of the way. But I think I'd rather work on code right now instead of graphics. So that's what it looks like now.
Well, there's still the matter of the assembly table.
That's not related directly to this dimension. No, that's... Yes, it needs to be done. Like, I'm thinking, do I add the ores for the... or the ingots for the ores, and the gems for the ores. So those are an item in the game, actually, now. Because technically, on some test server, there's already a continuous miner built. Right? Even though I guess we couldn't smelt them till I had the blast furnace. I don't know what else there is, guys. What else is there I should be doing for this before we put it on the test server? Like, we just have to have it for before we put it on the test server. It's gonna blow something up if we don't.
Other than really the ingots.
Well,
And
fuel.
the dust components, maybe.
We certainly need those before we release it for actual use of this dimension. But what are we going to do with the ingots or the dust?
I don't know.
Nothing yet, right? Because we can't build anything anyway with no assembly table.
Just thinking anyway.
Okay. Like, those things definitely need to be done. I've already got them on my to-do list.
Really, I don't know. I don't think there is anything.
So do we make a build and throw this on the server and then go raid the nether?
You mean go convert the nether?
Yeah, exactly. How many cows do we have killed lately?
I haven't been on the server and doing it, so probably not that many.
Okay.
I've been working on a little bit of a side main project, so I haven't been working on that.
It's fine. Okay, so let me...
Yeah, we're both working on side projects.
Well, the villager breeder is a side project, but I'm also going to work on that as them being inside my house.
I made some changes at the house to see if anybody can even see.
It's a hobbit hole.
Okay, let me pull this. Merge this pull request into not master into 12 112.2. Okay, pull request. Okay. And then from there I can merge that into master. New pull request. 110.2 into master. Master. Well, we've already been focused on tier 2 for about a week now. A week or two now.
Seriously, it's only been about 2 weeks.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, it
Whenever I
is.
released.
About.
So we released and then I started just coding away for tier 2. I mean, look, I want to see something else anyway. Didn't look tonight, see how many downloads we have. So it was the 13th when I released them on. So this Saturday will be 2 weeks.
My parrot's still alive.
And it has 793 downloads. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
I contribute half of those to our Russian friend. Because he posted a video and the downloads went crazy then. Okay, so we should, under master, yep, 12 seconds ago I just committed that. Let me look sure that Jenkins is running. Jenkins doing a build right now. Are you guys on the server right now?
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if we update the server?
I'm fine with it.
I'm cool with it.
Okay, it's still building, so give me a minute here. And it's done.
Oh my god, Eagle, I swear to god, you should have seen us the day after you got on the server and then it immediately switched over to new version. That was
That's
great.
like, what did I do wrong? I know it was working.
And I was thinking of Tech, I was like, Tech, he has no way of us telling him on that it's on the new version.
Yeah,
So he's like, well, you know what? Why don't we
start a stream and hope he'll
start a
join.
stream real quick? I'm out.
Yep, it's restarting already. I seen you guys leave.
That was great. That was perfect.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
What is that? What?
I don't like oh no's. It can be worse than oh shoots sometimes.
Well, we might be rolling back the server.
Oh boy. What'd you do now?
Oh, it's going by too fast for me to read it, so hold on a sec. It's not in my code. Oh yeah, it is. There it is. Stop
It popped up with an error.
By so fast. It did. And that's probably the reason I wanted to put it on the server, see what I was doing wrong. And that sounds horrible, but it's how it is. That's why we have the test server.
No worry, Blade. We'll get on those trailers soon enough. We're just trying to get this finalized, and
Math helper?
because the one trailer still needs a block implemented for it too, right? The one that hauls items.
What?
It still needs a
Yeah.
block to load it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were talking about originally, at least. Like a loading dock and unloading dock.
Yeah.
Why is that? Mod biomes, line 12. Math helper. That is not present on the server? Ah. Seriously? Yep, it's client only. Okay. Okay. I know how to fix it already, guys. Don't worry. Because that was just me testing stuff anyway, so we just won't do it. Come on. One too many parentheses or not? There. Fix for client side only on server code. Derp tech. Sync. So, new pull request from T2 Playground? No, to 112. To pairing from T2. And then to master, new pull request from 12.2. There we go. That should trigger a brand new build. And it did, so 258. I guess let me make sure this works before you start downloading it. The cool thing is the server is going to automatically fix itself. And it's going to stop being in this loop of crashing itself and restarting as soon as the build is done. Which is done. Bingo. This song is weird. It's like starts out like the emergency broadcast system, saying that there's been an outbreak and the disease was started by two men who killed an eaten. Server's up. 258's the build.
Yep. I have to do all that lovely switching around stuff real quick.
Sorry. But we can make crash helmets, Fiery. Wait, did I make a recipe for those? Crap. I don't think I did I? Crap.
I don't think you did.
Oh, yes.
Okay. That's stupid simple to do, though.
Diamonds and slime? Or diamonds and slime blocks?
What is this? Oh, it's all the
There's
enchantments you can put on it. Okay. JEI is showing me the enchantments you can put on the thing.
Oh.
That's cool. Yeah, there's no recipe. I'm a moron. Don't sigh at me, Fiery! Get dizzy with other things.
Five,
Yeah, there's no help.
Five
See,
blocks
if
of
Tech
slime
is
and
observant and can
diamond
see
helmet.
what I did at the house.
Okay, I'll look. The roof was there last time. You didn't change the blocks on the roof, did you?
Oh, not the house, the workshop.
Well, it's got a roof of glass and it's got walls since last time I was on here. Yeah, the workshop now has a roof over the processing plant. That wasn't there last time I was on.
There's one. There's still one other aesthetically pleasing thing I did around that area.
The bridge?
The door.
Tech was right.
Was the bridge?
The door was my previous one, yeah.
Yeah, the door was there before.
Yes, but that was an achievement though.
Why is there no door into the workshop from the...
Because I haven't put one on yet. There's one to the outside though.
Yeah, that's good. So we can get in and out without having to open that big thing.
And I tested it, you can open the big door from inside of a vehicle, so...
Oh, cool.
Blue Boy ended up getting locked inside of that one day. He's like, how do I get out?
Yeah, if you were to like log in inside of it with it shut, you couldn't open that big door.
The other thing
glass
I did
stuff
was I put a smokestack on the cow farm
Oh, did you?
to make it look like it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
cow factory. I would put
Okay,
a proper
Tech.
one on there, but we don't have Railcraft installed.
See, there's 64 and 18 leather there. That's a lot of leather. You guys have been doing just fine.
I haven't been doing it though, so that's
Oh.
why I said I didn't know how much was there.
Somebody has.
I've done it a couple of times.
I'm gonna feed him now. Make up for my derp spell crashing the server. I guess feeding the cows is a nice way to heal your Lytra too, with mending. Because they give you XP. Not very much, but some. Risk free too.
Okay, Tech, I forget on how to upload it.
Do you have the new
Update.
version?
Yeah.
Okay. So go to Multi-MC.
Yep.
Under your instance, so have it selected. Then there's an instance folder over on the right. Click that, it'll open up Windows Explorer. Inside there, go to Minecraft and then mods. You will see machine mod 112, whatever. Delete that and put the new one in there.
That was under Minecraft mods.
Yep. And it's the one named machine mod.
Okay.
Delete that one and put the new one in that you downloaded. The last three numbers should be 258. Oh yeah, that's a decent number of cows there. Okay, so
you should bookmark that page.
Wildfire, you a robot for me. Let me go creative here. That's not creative. That's creative. Crash.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay. I was loading Minecraft.
Okay, so it looks right still. It's just the item in the world. Oops. Let's see. We need some good materials probably for building this thing. That was weird.
Huh.
The parrot sound changed. I never heard him do that noise. We're still hurting for iron, aren't we?
Yeah.
I got a bit.
Do we need to make it so like the iron's quadrupled through some process or something? I mean,
No, it's just I'm being lazy.
You haven't mined in a while.
yeah, it's true. We haven't. Oh, fine. I guess I can put those in there. Dang it.
You know, Tech, one of these days I'm gonna learn that clearing my inventory while wearing my elytra and jet belt and all this other lovely stuff is gonna kill that stuff.
Aren't you glad you opt? So you can do things like kill all that, but then also spawn it all back.
Yep, thank God. Oh my God. I think I would have thrown myself in a pit of lava by now if that wasn't the case.
Oh, crap. He sniped me.
Sniper, no sniping.
Oh, and there's the gas. Great. Let's get inside. It should be a little safer in here, right? Oh boy. Or not. Or not. Let's get away from the fire and start healing. That's close. Not. Yeah, we're a whiles away from actually getting into that dimension. Because even if I were to get the Wither Skulls tonight, which is impossible, basically, right? Because that's a ridiculous number of them. We have to kill the Withers, too.
Yep.
And I'm not equipped to kill a Wither right now.
We have to kill them 4 times?
5.
Yeah, 5.
5?
Because you need 5 nether stars.
Yep. I did put a recipe in for that. Okay, well, I'm semi-safe right at the moment. Let me bring up Trello again. I want to put down a note for the crash helmet stuff. What's wrong? Recipe, crash helmet, name, crash helmet, texture. Maybe crash helmet model, if we want a custom model. Otherwise, it'll just look like a piece of iron armor. Crash helmet name, recipe, texture. Model. There. Okay, back to this. Part of the reason too I wanted to push a little bit to get this to the server and test it a little bit at least is we have some bug fixes that people have ran into where one of them was crashing the world and the other one was just wrong. I forget what it was exactly. I have to look at my notes, but I want to get those out to people, and I always want to test on the server before we do that, in case there's something silly like it crashes on startup on a server.
Hey, Fiery, you want to bring the wheel loader over to my places?
Yeah, where is it?
I have no idea. Blue
I
Boy
haven't
took
seen it in a while.
Blue Boy took my spare I had over here, so no, that's why a pig's following me. So they're trying to figure out why a pig is following me. I have carrots in my hand.
Oh. That'll do it. That's the blaze spawner.
I did come across kind of a slight bug.
What's that?
I had a box and crate over there at the I'm trying to think of it, skeleton farm. I had arrows in it, and somehow I managed to glitch it where the piece of wood that I was holding ended up going into the box and transferring the entire number of arrows into wood.
Yes. So we have a crate that has a sharpness 2, I think it is, sword in it that is 300 swords because it was 300 blocks before. So
Okay.
It's good to know that it can be reproduced. I'm not sure how exactly it got how exactly it happened the first time.
Same.
Because it's just weird. And actually, so I had just tonight when I logged in, I was trying to get cobble out of one of them. I punched it, and it looked like it took all of the cobble out, but it only popped out one stack. And then I put it back in, and then it had all of the cobble. So I'm not sure what sequence of events caused these two different bugs with it. It's one of those things I need to just play around with it a bunch. It might be that it's on a server too. It might be some desync between the client and server. I know originally I tested the crap out of that thing because I knew there'd be potential for bugs in it, but apparently not enough. Okay, good. I do have some blaze rods out of this.
Okay, so I don't have a clue where the loader is.
Maybe Blue Boy took it.
Blue Boy took mine.
Was he collecting loaders? Oh yeah, that was intelligent of me. Yeah, let's come back into reality 80 feet above the ground, because that's gonna be fun. Oops.
Nothing like flying around in the nether, around another fortress with blazes shooting at you. And lava falling from the ceiling. Ah! Oh boy, one fire flying. Abort. Oh boy. Yeah. It's a little too dangerous for my light wings, I think. We've got to come up with a good way of making, getting these skulls. Just running through there is going to take forever. Is it time to breed the cows again? Because I think that might be the best way of getting them. Setting up some type of farm. Oh, they're not even dead yet.
What you need to do is you need to take a looting sword to them.
Right, that would help. I'm just thinking if I could funnel all of the mobs into one spot, I could deal with them easier. Maybe I need to blast some. Is the hand drill in the blasting room fiery?
Should be.
Okay. Where's my trusty lever at?
Oh, there's fiery.
goes Eagle.
I said I was flying again.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought you said, "Oh, there's Fiery," and then you just instantly logged down after that.
So you keep saying you're flying?
Yeah, I said I was flying, so it kicked me off again. It only does that as soon as I hop into a piece of equipment.
Maybe the server's not getting the message that you're doing it. Only one of the 2 times you left, it said that you were flying on the server console. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't. Come on. Oh, wrong button, tech. Found the loader, Fiery.
Where was it?
Down at the end of the mine shaft.
Oh, I didn't even check the mine. Okay.
You wanted it, didn't you, Eagle?
Yeah, he did, but I already gave him one thinking that ours was gone for the night, so
Oh,
either
okay.
destroy that one or...
You can just destroy the one that's at my place.
I'm right by this one if you guys want me to just delete it. That's no big deal.
Yeah, you can delete it.
Yeah, I picked it up. It will despawn momentarily. Got all these fancy rails in this mine shaft.
For a second, I thought that was almost the one that's right by my house.
No, this is a different one.
No, the one by my house, I think almost goes to, like, right up against your house.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like 3 or 4 of them together.
Okay, and then open them down. Redstone.
What happened to the crate full of swords?
It's not there anymore?
Well, there's no swords in it.
Really? Somebody must have took them out. Wasn't me.
Not me.
I mean, they were kind of cheaty anyway, so I'm not heartbroken that they're gone. Oh, this explosion wreaked havoc in this mine shaft.
I did have a loader that did end up disappearing on me.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not good. I thought I fixed that bug.
Well, I meant, I don't know if I hit it with the bagger and end up destroying that, or if something somehow it ended up just disappearing. So I just made another one.
Baggers shouldn't be able to destroy other machines. It's only looking at blocks.
did notice on the bulldozer on the T there is a line. I'm not sure if that's the focus point of it being where it's at in the world or what.
Like on the model or something else? There's
On
a
the
T.
model.
Yeah, that's probably not intentional then.
It's like a glitched line
Gotcha. Is it on the front or back or what?
on the back.
The back, okay. Yeah, I'll probably never be done cleaning up the models. This is kind of what the conclusion I came to. Because I've noticed something on the back of the loader too, like in one of the letters, there's this little triangle that's not supposed to be there.
And on the R. How much iron do you guys need?
I'm not really sure. I'm just looking for iron for making conveyors for this setup we're gonna do.
Well, you want to come over to my place? I'll give you guys some.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to be the last thing I do then. Because I gotta get off here. It's 10 o'clock. Actually, yep.
Oh, you might want to show this one on the stream.
I want to show it on the stream? What?
Yeah, it's a good chunk of iron.
Oh.
I don't know how many stacks are in this thing.
Alright, if I were you, Cheaty. Cheaty man.
It's got a bit of iron to it.
What is going on with the conveyor? Is the server lagging? No. I'm going up this conveyor extremely slow. Oh, I'm still flying!
I was just gonna say, are you flying?
Yeah. That's interesting. So is it over by the Skelly farm? Is that where I'm going?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, here. Let me add to it then. I've got a couple pieces that aren't blasted.
Yeah, that's a wee bit of a tower, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, go for it. I'm far enough away, probably.
Yeah, I think I should survive.
Oh, there is a blast shelter here.
Blast shelters are for noobs.
He says, blast shelters are for noobs, he says, as I'm building one over here by me. And Fiery's about 20 blocks closer. Yeah, sure. I'll watch Fiery die. Oh, wow. That looks cool. Because all the blocks dropping, they look so cool.
I didn't even take a heart of damage, so...
Yeah, you're pretty far away, Fiery.
Yeah, there's a little bit of iron there.
Yeah.
Just a smidgen.
You want to go ahead and make it day, since I'm not near a bed.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Blasted winged devil is circling me.
Wait, what's that? Fight,
You guys-
fight you again? Oh gosh! You took me down to 3 hearts and I'm on fire. I don't know if it's because I hit you or what, but that almost killed me.
That was my bow.
Oh, okay.
That's why you got an arrow sticking out your hand.
Dang. Oh, miss. Oh, you
Nice try.
devil. You turned on a dime there.
Did I catch you with the fish rod?
Did you? I seen the line going out of you, but I didn't see it on me. Is your villager breeder working?
Yeah.
Cool. That's what we needed to do, Fiery, to get the mending book the right way.
You mean the cheaty way?
You know what I mean. Oh, crap. Block! Just randomly floating block.
Where?
For your villager farm. I ran into the
Oh.
guy in the chute or whatever.
So you're gonna name that that pigman
Give me
Your
a hug,
kitties?
kids.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Fire, are you in creative? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
No.
I was gonna say, I was trying to hit you that whole time, and I've hit you several times, it felt like. What happens if you hook me?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, hook me, and then I'll fly away.
Gotcha.
Oh, it breaks after a while.
Yeah, it breaks after a while. But now, come back
You gonna hook me and then pull on me when I take it to
when you
there?
take off. Okay.
It broke right away
Sit-
for me.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd have been funny. You still know that would have been the next sport.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna get on sooner or later. Is the flight path.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys are gonna be cursing my name by the end of it. Because the final stretch is going to be a 2x2 wide tunnel that shifts in different directions.
We've got crash helmets. Or, well, I can have a crash helmet. Do you want in?
I'm sure I can fill my way with this amount of iron I'm going to give you.
True. I suppose we can actually add a recipe for it, too. That'll be my next thing I update, probably tomorrow. That was a derp on my part. I meant for that thing to be finished right away, and I just never thought about the recipe. See, we could really do that quite well, Fiery. With the jetpacks too, because you know, you turn tight to avoid hitting something and then you accelerate immediately again. So maybe oh. Hey, you got a lot of those skeleton horses. Maybe we shouldn't do with crash helmets then. Because that would make it so you can actually run into stuff and not have to worry about it.
And that was not a fun day of coming to the surface to find a skeleton horse.
Yeah, I bet.
Because one spawned right after the other. Like, the skeleton horse spawned and it spawned in 5. I managed to get all 5 horses. Went down to my tunnel, came back up. Another one spawned as soon as I get up there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Wow. You are strewn across the whole wasteland.
I missed my landing on the roof up there and didn't hit space in time.
You want to go ahead and sleep?
There we go. I'll do this instead of sleep. There you go. Because I got to get it's after 10 o'clock. So.
Yep. I was just about to say I gotta go.
Yep. Good night. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Not Friday? Yeah, Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
So see you guys tomorrow. Later.
See you guys.
Bye, stream.